Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming out here today. Her name, or not her real name, was Layla, 22 years old, and under pressure from social services, she had taken the first abortion pill, mifepristone. Almost immediately after taking that pill, she regretted what she had done, as many women do. It's often that after taking that first pill that the regret really sets in. So she went back to the people who gave her the abortion pill and said, I can't go through with this, I've changed my mind, I want to save my baby. And they told her, no, sorry, nothing we can do about that. Come back tomorrow and we'll give you the second pill, because she was just over 10 weeks pregnant at this stage, just slightly more than 10 weeks. So in desperation, she went online to the internet and she found a very helpful American-based helpline called Abortion Reversal Service. A very compassionate and understanding nurse said, we can try to help you, we can get you in touch with a doctor in the United Kingdom who might be able to help you in this situation. And that doctor turned out to be myself. Well, within 6 hours, we had managed to get progesterone, because progesterone is the antidote to that first abortion pill, mifepristone. So within 6 hours, Layla had commenced her treatment. The next day, she got a phone call from the abortion provider saying, where was she? She was supposed to turn up for the second part of the treatment, but she hadn't turned up. And she told them, no, I've changed my mind. I've started a treatment called progesterone. I'm trying to save my baby. The nurse laughed at her. She mocked her. She said, you're wasting your time. This doesn't work. Your baby is already dead. In tears, Layla contacted me and asked me, was that true? Is my baby already dead? I said, have you had any bleeding, any cramps? And she hadn't. No bleeding, no cramps at that stage. So I said, there's at least a 50-60% chance that your baby is still alive. But we need to get a scan done to be absolutely certain. So 3 days later, we got a scan, an ultrasound scan, and her baby was alive and well, strong heartbeat, normal growth. So Layla continued the progesterone treatment as we recommended. I kept in regular contact with her, as I did with all of the ladies that I helped. And 6 months later, mid-October 2021, she gave birth to a beautiful little baby girl that she calls her princess. And they're doing fine. This little girl is one of 32 babies that, between myself and Dr. Eileen Riley, we've managed to save from mothers who had taken that first abortion pill, mifepristone, but regretted the decision, decided to do something about it, and managed to get progesterone prescribed by either myself or by Eileen Riley, and in time their babies were saved. Now, not all babies were saved, and that's important to remember that. So I wouldn't like people going away thinking that it doesn't matter if you take the first abortion pill because you can always reverse it, but that doesn't always work. The important thing for anybody here today is that if a mother takes both abortion pills, so mifepristone followed 1 to 2 days later by misoprostol, as is recommended by the abortionists, there is a 98 to 99% chance the baby will die. So less than 2% chance if the mother takes both abortion pills. If she takes the first abortion pill, mifepristone, decides not to take the second pill, but doesn't get any help with progesterone, there's a less than 20% chance that the baby will survive. If, as in Layla's case, and in many others, she takes the first abortion pill, changes her mind, doesn't take the second pill, but receives progesterone promptly, ideally within 24 hours, but up to 72 hours, there is at least a 50 to 60% chance that the baby will survive with that abortion reversal treatment. And by any standard in medicine, any emergency treatment, that is remarkable. There are not many medical interventions where you more than double the survival rate by a simple medical intervention. The people who are opposed to us, and there are many, have three lies. The first lie they say is that women don't need this. There's no need to provide this service. And we know that's not true. We know hundreds and hundreds have come looking for the service in the UK alone. And remember, that's a service nobody knows about. It's not advertised. They find it online by their own searches. Number two is that, it doesn't work. Well, we know that it more than doubles the survival rate of the little baby if the mother manages to get progesterone in time. And the third lie they say is that, well, okay, it might work, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous for the mother, or it's dangerous for the child. And we know that that's not the case. In the United States alone, there are more than 3,000 babies who have been born in the last 10 years after their mother received this rescue progesterone treatment. There is no danger to the mother. There is no increased risk of any problems for the baby, any congenital abnormalities. So we know that it's needed, we know it's effective very often, and we know that it's safe. So that's the important message that we got to get across to the general public and to doctors, please, as well. Inform your doctors about this treatment. As many of you know, I was reported to the General Medical Council for providing this service. It's vital to know that none of the women that we helped, none of the mothers we helped, or their families complained in any way about what we were offering. The only complaints came from those who have a vested interest in the killing of early human life in the womb. So Mary Stopes, Royal College of Obstetricians, complained to the General Medical Council about what we were doing and managed to get what we were doing stopped for a period of time. In that period of 9 months, 167 women contacted the helpline and were sadly told that no longer could that help be provided to them. So we know that many babies have died because of the actions that were taken to stop what we were doing. Fortunately, with the help of a wonderful organisation called Christian Concern and Christian Legal Centre, we fought the restrictions and we managed to get them overturned because there was no evidence. The General Medical Council had to admit that the words they used were there was no prospect of obtaining any evidence to support any of the allegations because we had very strong witness statements from the women that we had helped and from other expert witnesses who were not Christian, not Catholic, who actually perform abortions but still were happy to support what we were doing because they knew that it certainly wasn't a danger to women or to their babies. So I want to thank you all because I know that many of you were very supportive of myself and Dr. Riley throughout the campaign. A lot of you signed petitions and a lot of you prayed for us. And it was because of that we were able to, I suppose, have the strength to fight against the injustice. And at this stage, we're now allowed once again to provide women, to these women, these mothers who desperately need this help in protecting their babies' lives. So please continue to pray for us. And please continue to support your own doctors and other healthcare professionals in helping women to make these life-saving decisions. Thank you very much.